Welcome back to Wake Up with Cheddar. When Russian supermodel Natalia Vodianova found a hole in the market where ease and legal contracts intersect, she got to work. Over the last few months, the supermodel turned tech investor has been promoting her newest business venture, e-gree. It's an app that lets people build legal contracts on their own terms, doing away with expensive lawyers. She joins us now. Natalia, great to have you on. Can you talk to us about how Igri works and how this company empowers people to create these legal documents themselves?
Thank you so much, Kristen. So the way Igri works, it works for any life agreements that can lead to disagreements. This can be from a friendly handshake that you're doing with your friend that you want to put on paper, all the way to any kind of legal contract that is, thanks to Igri, is more accessible because not only it's online, it's written in a language that is much easier to understand without small print, without kind of jargon that only professional lawyers can understand. So it's really a new product, kind of an extension of a current legal system that is set up for a new kind of go-getters that are young, that maybe cannot afford to get expensive lawyers right now, but need protections of their interests. So we developed Igri before COVID. We started developing it, and we have launched it recently. And now it's, as we saw the situation of COVID-19 unfold, we saw that our product will help people a lot, whether we need liability waivers for professionals going back to work, and sort of for businesses that welcoming them back to build this bridge, whether you're a restaurant or any kind of service provider. How are you going to set new rules in place that are safe and prevents liability in the future? Or whether you are a model like me, coming back to work, however your businesses and brands that are going to hire you are worried in case you might sue them if you catch COVID in a professional situation. So now you can be proactive and, of course, still in a safe environment. You can sign the form and it can be accessible. You build the trust where it's needed. Right now we have 13 different agreements that is accessible on the app already, and they're for all kinds of life situations.
Okay, so those are some situations like you're talking about COVID. What isn't this for? You still need a lawyer, I'm guessing, for bigger legal issues.
No, well, absolutely. In fact, the app is more about preventing something from happening, something where you need to go to court and get an expensive lawyer. But like any e-green works like any agreement where you would put and set with a lawyer. So it works and protects you in court if the judge decides so. If the judge finds this document legal.
I just want to switch gears a little bit because this isn't the first tech company that you've invested in. So how did you go from supermodel to tech investor? Can you tell us a little bit about that journey?
Well, I first started my journey in tech world by setting up my own online platform called LB. And LB now merging in the middle of merger, but for the last 6 years, we've been trying to bridge charities and fashion like I've done previously with Naked Heart Foundation, in order to, but in a more democratic way, where everybody can donate very small amount of money, discover new charities that they can support. And when I started this journey, I met some other tech investors, and when people saw me getting into this world, they started coming to me with some interesting startups. The first startup I invested in was Flow, and Flow is the largest health platform right now in the world. It has, I believe now we are at 50 million monthly active users. We are number one in App Store in health and fitness, and Flo and I have been working together for the last 5 years. It's a fantastic platform. It's from Flo, I invested in Pixart, which is also a very, very large platform, and very, very successful, 130 million monthly active users. And then went on to Simple, which is one of the best apps for intermittent fasting. But Luna, which is an app that helps you to sleep. And all these products have been very successful. I'm very proud to say. And now we are with Igri. In general, I think right now we have over 15 companies that we invested in. And our biggest driver is the founders themselves, meeting great people that are looking to change the world. And of course, impact that these companies are set to create. Of course, I'm an angel investor, so this is very small money that I put in, but I'm very hands-on together with my partner Simona Finsky in helping these companies to solve small problems that may hold them back on the way to a bigger success.
One question I have, we talk about gender inequality, especially when it comes to tech startups and getting VC money a lot here on Cheddar. I was just wondering what you've seen and why it's important to tackle that issue.
I think it's really important. We do see a rise of female-led startups and VCs, and this is great because it's very much needed. I have very few startups that I invested in that are female-led, because this is not kind of my mission as a very small angel investor. I look for companies that create impact. Of course, there are women-led startups, but maybe that's for next level. Right now, I have 5 kids, and I guess when you choose this direction, you have to be very proactive about it, and you have to be a proper VC, seeing thousands of projects available on the market that you can support. Right now, it's more by just founders coming and finding us and pitching to us their ideas, and we falling in love with them or not. And this is as simple as that, and to see whether I can make a difference. But however, talking about women and getting back to Igri, for example, there has been a lot of recent noise over the past years on leaking private information, private images and pictures of women around the world post separation with their boyfriends. Igri, one of the forms is it's to protect partners just from that. For example, if you if you're starting to date, it ensures your privacy during and after the length of the relationship.
All
As
right.
well as prenup agreements, which is also I find very important. It's something that I think that there is a big stigma around that, but I find it very important. It's kind of actually the opposite of mistrust. It builds trust, and you get over something that you can set aside and then going on to just loving each other without thinking about what if.
Right. I'm sorry, Natalia, I have to cut you off here, but really interesting stuff. Thank you so much, Russian supermodel and chairwoman of e-gree, Natalia Vodianova.